Hello, and I'm live. Um, Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I'm still waiting on Charlie, but I don't know, maybe something came up. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Thank you so much for coming. Oh, wait. I see you now. Your link isn't working? Let me resend that. Okay, 1 second. Let's see. Let me re-invite you. That's weird. Let me, let's see here. Let me email that to you super quick, Charlie. One second, folks. Yeah, so there we go. One moment. Come on. Don't slow down now. Let's see. It's being very slow. Let me go and get rid of Facebook. Okay. Here we go. Okay, just sent it. Sending. Message sent. So that's done. So hopefully that will work for you. All right. So I would love that. Let me say that again. I hope that will work for you. I had so many in my chat that I almost didn't see host that. So, okay. So while we're waiting for Charlie, let's see. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. How like that? Oh, here we go. Here she is. There we go. I'm so sorry that didn't work.
Oh, no, because I'm sitting there like I should I email her back? Like I see her in chat. Let me try to say something. Maybe that'd be quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was giving me some weird StreamYard error. So,
Interesting.
You know, me and the gremlins.
Yeah, and me and mine. So hopefully that will be the end of it. Don't even say that word anymore. Maybe that'll help. So
I got out the 4-candle thing just to scare the gremlins off earlier today. I invoked every name that I knew to get rid of the gremlins.
There you go. Anyway, let's see. We could go into our intros, I suppose. I think this is going to be everybody for this evening, as far as I could tell. So let's see. My name is Heather Dewey Pettit, and I am a writer, editor, and artist. Right, Charlie? And so as a writer right now, currently, well, I've got a lot of things going on, but one thing that I'm doing is I'm working on my own story, which is a young adult fantasy. and it's got some Celtic things going on in it anyway. And then also, as an editor, I specialize in copy editing and proofreading. I also do some other things in that regard, and I've been I freelance everything. My career started over 20 years ago, so yeah, it's just a thing. Whatever. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, and as far as being an artist goes, I have a big thing going on this week. I am starting my Etsy shop. So to Charlie's happiness. So, yeah, so I got some stuff behind me ready to go. And yeah, I am going to be working on that this evening. I will be working on that this evening. So because I had a goal of completing this and getting everything ready to go by the end of the week. Okay, I'm done. Go.
Hello, my name's Charlie. I also write under the name C.E. Dorset, and I finally found the All Holy Missing journal that had my world building in it for the story that I was wanting to do.
There you go.
I finally found it.
I'm glad you found it.
I'm carrying it around with me like a child with their favorite doll because I don't want to lose it again until I get everything typed up.
I can understand that. I'd do the same thing probably.
I am currently in the midst of rebranding everything. I finally got the new channel art up on YouTube, and the new channel and the new artwork is up over on Twitter, which I'm going to try to be doing a bit more of because, you know, I like to be punished. But yeah. So
yeah, I'm kind of working on all the social media, right?
Yeah, I used to be almost exclusively on Twitter because that's where I had the most followers and like friends and spent the most time, and then got hit by a wave and went away. And I'm trying to ease back in over there because I miss the conversation because if you work really hard at it, you can have really good conversations over there. And that's what I'm doing all of my social media for. So.
Okay.
It's also good for selling stuff.
Yeah. Yes.
But.
Yes, I keep hearing that. And Instagram too. Instagram.
I'm learning the Instagram. Right now I'm just down I'm just down to the one like weird selfie that I do every day because I enjoy doing them, and they really are a good sign of my current mental state, which I'm learning more and more every day. And they also give me
a lot of pictures of when I'm walking my dog and all the fauna I see. I mean the flora, I meant to say. All the flora that I see. The Florida flora.
Come here. Are you going to make your stream debut? Sorry, Secret Kitty is right here, and she's the only one of my 3 cats that has yet to be on a stream. Are you going to come on up? Here, I won't pick you up and show you to the people because you've. I know, I'm mean. I picked you up.
That's not what I wanted.
This is McGonagall.
Oh, very pretty.
And if you hear something that sounds like a motorcycle running, she has the loudest purr of any cat I've ever owned. So,
we had a cat who had a really loud purr. And maybe the one I was telling the story about. It might have been last week. We got him on Thanksgiving.
Hello.
Hello. But yeah, we had a cat, and he purred really loudly, and he was this massive, muscular, would literally strut into a room every time we walked into a room. It was really funny.
Yeah, she's a teeny weeny, and compared to the other 2 cats, she's not that big, and she likes to hide from like everyone. And recently all the other cats have started sitting on the chair around me, and she is tired of being lonely. So she's starting to be more friendly. But
Natalia's asking if she follows you around.
This cat does not. I do have a cat who does. Jinx will follow me from room to room to room. And it's sad because we don't let them into the back room yet because we're still cleaning it up. It was basically a storage room that will eventually be my new office. And so it's not really cat safe right now. And she will stand outside the door just meowing until I come back. So, hello, Ola.
Hello, and hi, Devin. And thanks for earlier. I was trying to do too many things at once. And I came back and, you would put my link in Devin's chat. Thanks. How's it going? How is everyone? How is everyone? I hope everyone's having a good day. Are you having a good day, Charlie?
I'm having a better day. I've been in I should have put a warning on the video that the vlog I just put up. I've had kind of a bad roller coaster ride of a week, and my emotional state is not shiny right now, but I'm feeling better today. I've been doing a lot of self-care, and I completely redid my desk today, which is not where I found the journal.
It's not where you found it? Okay.
Oh no, that's like a whole epic tale in and of itself that really irritates me. But in the best possible way, yes, spookies exist, but there's a reason I lit a bunch of candles earlier today, because Sage and RP and Kat and the others were all yelling at me to light candles, light sage, light incense, ring some bells.
Whatever you need to do,
Yeah, it was.
I'm always on.
It was some spookies.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm doing better today.
Good. Natalia's asking about your cat.
Yes, we got them, and they're twins. And we named them Minerva and McGonagall after the character. And this was before She Who Shall Not Be Named did what She Who Shall Not Be Named did. And so slightly regretting, but not really. Hello, Peanut Gallery, and hello, Cat. But yeah, we got her because, especially as a kitten, she looked just like the cat that was in the movie, with the way her hair was and everything, and she has a tabby, and yeah. But
That's cool.
They and I have a very interesting relationship, because I like to joke that Jinx is my familiar because she picked us. And so the other two cats don't know how to cope being in the house, because Jinx controls everything. She controls all of our lives.
I am going to go ahead and get a timer ready. So we can get started pretty soon.
And Orla, I did get your link, and I am planning to try to do that either tonight or tomorrow, because
yeah, how can we find that?
I almost just took the week off, but realized that turtle shelling is not. That's my go-to place, and that's bad. I should not do that. Which is why I've been on all the streams today.
I haven't been on every stream, but I've been on a couple, because I was trying to get some stuff done first. Other things, more important things, and then do the things that I want to do. It's the goddess that come first, right?
Yeah. I'm just happy that I don't have to cook tonight, because I was threatened by the hubby this morning that if I don't have food done when he gets home, he's making quesadillas, and I'm just like, okay. That sounds yummy. Definitely we'll do that.
Well,
So
just do that then.
that's not a threat, that's a promise.
Yes, you will find them eventually, CB.
You might have to do what I did, just like pay off the kobolds to fight off the gremlins. It worked.
Yeah. Let's see here. Pull out some stuff. I could maybe list. I here's something I had made, and I was thinking of selling them individually. I could almost do a set. Oops. I don't know if I'm so little, I don't think you can see this, but it's a card.
Ooh.
It's on a standard size greeting card, and it was just keeping it simple and not doing much to it.
My official branding actually has mermaids on it now, because
really
I'm embracing it. So yeah.
Here's another one I had made. You're embracing it. I like that.
That's really cool.
So my thought was, what I was going to do was make a whole bunch of them and then sell them individually at the last craft fair I went to. And then that didn't happen. But so I think individually might work. So maybe what I'll do is plan on see if I can get at least one thing done tonight. It takes a while to do those listings. Holy cow.
And Orla, I just have to say, it's not about priorities. It's just I almost shut down yesterday. Like I just had one of those brain moments, and it actually is very helpful for me to be able to do things for and with other people to keep from getting locked in that mindset. So it's actually really helpful that I have that to do. So it's not a bother at all. It's actually something quite exciting. Yeah, and Kat cheated. I know why you need 22 cameras now.
You need Nutella.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling. There are times in your life where you're just like, I must have Nutella. I used to get that way about Toblerones until they ruined them. And I'm just not that.
Oh yeah.
Because it was the filling that made them good, and they've slowly shrunk how much filling is in them over the years, so that now they're basically just like chocolates with a like hint of a whisper of the flavor they used to have.
You know what? I had a feeling that it was a little bit different, but I didn't know what it was.
Well, that was my nana, like my
last time I had it anyway.
That was like one of the rewards that I would get myself for like Nano and stuff, is I would buy one of those big Toblerones.
Yeah.
On the desk, and like if I hit my goal, I get to have that, And then I did, like, I think it was last year, and I took a bite of it, and I was like, it's not right. Oh, my reward is a failure.
Yeah, maybe now that in the last couple of years, you could find a really small one at the dollar store. So maybe that's saying something as to what their quality is now. I don't know.
Natalie, if you need anything, you can always ask. You've been so helpful over the time that I've known you. Like, yeah, just ask. Ask as long as it's not like read a thing, because apparently I'm just bad at that. I'm bad at that right now, but
That would be awesome for you, CB.
that would be really cool.
You should ask for that for Christmas.
I think we're doing a collective Christmas this year.
I think my guys left to go walk the dog.
I don't know that there's anything individually that we really want all that much, and so we're probably going to try to do a pool. Just be like, I know you like buying presents, but give us money so we can get one thing nice. Because that's kind of the state we're in right now.
Okay, gotcha, CB.
Yeah, I haven't figured out what my nano reward's going to be yet this year.
Oh, I don't know.
I know what it's not.
You know it's not. Well, I have an idea. Because there's some things that I would like, art-wise. So, generally speaking, I use art supplies as a reward for lots of things. So that might be a thing. I have an idea. There's a company that makes art stamps, and they're really cool. And they've got mermaids and dragons and fairies and the whole shebang.
Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating doing an art supply giveaway because I have not been doing any like physical art in a while since I started doing most of my stuff digitally, and I have like inks and pens, and I've got a bunch of like colored pencils and stuff that are just like literally going to waste and collecting dust that I want to be using, but I use between the iPad and my Wacom tablet, which that's all that I usually pretty much use anymore to do art. So I've been thinking about doing a giveaway. Let them go to a good home that will actually do things with them. Give their life purpose.
My one of the things I got for my birthday from my mother was a pack of metallic colored pencils. Because we were, just kind of shopping one day. And she found this quite a large pack of metallic pencils.
That's awesome.
Yeah, all some really great colors. So I am going to use those. I have ways.
That is awesome, CB, that you've been playing for 4 years.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, the rewards are important. Like I found that with like the stuff that I've done over the years, like having that thing, because every project has a black moment in it where you're just like, oh no, I'm never gonna do this. This was the stupidest idea ever. Like every story has that moment when you're like, you don't want to ever put another word in on it, and having that reward of, but I don't get that if I don't finish. Because as I always say, writing to done is the hardest part.
Cool. Nice new candles. I like that idea. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
I'm kind of being a rebel this year because since I'm doing the novellas and stuff, my goal is to finish a serial. So.
Okay, that's cool. I like that, CB. I like your idea.
That's a really smart idea. See, I'm bad at doing any of that. Like,
because it's more immediate rewards. It's like raising a child or something.
I I'm just bad at like seeing my own
You
progress.
did
You know what
a
I'm
good
saying?
job
Like,
today. You got a reward, you know?
yeah, I'm really bad at seeing my own progress and rewarding my own progress. So yeah, that might be something to look into. Yeah, having a finished book is always a good thing. I've got 2 of them sitting right here.
Hmm.
When I get to start putting content out again, people are like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I've already got, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, 7 finished manuscripts, 3 are novels, and the rest are novellas just sitting around trying to figure out what to do with them and how I want to do things with them. Hello, the pronoun I. I'm definitely going to have a year of rapid release.
Oh, guess so.
Definitely going to have a year of rapid release, if not a couple years of rapid release, depending on how rapid I want the release to be.
Yeah, yeah. That's very, very true. Yay, Nikki. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh,
Hello.
well, I'm glad he's going to be okay.
No, be better than your sister. Don't steal my headphones. I need to be able to hear better.
I was looking for a green shirt today, but nothing really jumped out at me because today is, what is it? It's an awareness day. It's on the tip of my tongue. I go to talk about it and I can't think of the name of it.
I don't know.
Wow. Hello.
I know National Coming Out Day is coming up, but
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I go to talk about it and I can't think of it. It's gonna drive me crazy. I have to get back into YouTube again Facebook again because.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. I'll think about it later.
Isn't that always the way?
But yay, Nikki.
That's very good news.
Awesome.
I'm very excited about that.
Very good. Wow. Nice, Natalia.
That's a really good reward. I don't know if I could actually use one because of my back, but I really want to get a standing desk because I think it would be good for me if I could do it. But I have a lot of back problems, and
yeah, I can have back problems sometimes.
But I figure if I could move back and forth between it and sitting down, that would be really good. But I don't know.
Be good for me someday.
Ergonomics are a big question when you have a bad back.
Yes.
Because the things that are good for people that have a healthy back are not necessarily good for you. I'm glad that he's home, and I hope everything is better.
Tickets to Milwaukee.
Ooh.
Interesting. Something I haven't heard of. But obviously I understand the song that it references.
I've listened to
the group.
They have a Cast album, don't they? Because I have a distinct memory of having listened to that, but I know I haven't gotten to see that show.
Oh, it means the phone is ringing. Okay. In other words, you answer the phone, Grand Central Station.
We always said Jones Mule Barn. Which is really funny because my dad did
husband. Sorry.
I was just one time my dad did that, and my great aunt just was like, "Oh, sorry," and hung up, and then called back, and he did it again, and she kept apologizing, hanging up, and calling back, and finally he was like, "She's not getting the joke," and so he was like, "Hi, how are you doing?" And she's like, "Your line has all kinds of problems on it. I kept calling you, and I kept getting a hold of the Jones Mule Barn, and I don't need any mules. We're good. We haven't worked the farm for a long time."
Oh my God.
Oh, Oh my.
Okay. Well, on that note, would anybody like a sprint? I've already put in for 20, if that's all right.
20's good.
And, maybe and then I'll bring up Etsy.
Get that go. I'm excited to see what else in your Etsy store. I have to say, I'm looking at the talent of some of the people in here because if I had the money, I would have so gotten one of Becca's bats. They were so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Like the talent in this community just is astounding to me.
Let's see. Okay.
You know, you're gonna have to move in.
Okay. Here we go. What's that?
The biggest question is, am I going to try to get something done in the sprint, or am I
It's
just
in Manhattan.
sitting here petting the cat the whole time?
When I was in New York, I was trying to remember. I think it was Grand Central I went into. Or was it Penn Station?
It was probably Grand Central. Most of
I think it was. It was huge and it's, very ornate and just big and just like, whoa.
I haven't been to New York for a very, very long time.
I don't know what time I've ever been.
I used to love going to New York.
So, okay.
There's a very good chance for
that. Yeah.
Because I'm wanting to get stuff done, and she's not wanting me to get stuff done, and I kind of secretly don't want to get anything done, so she really might win.
Well, you could just assume you're here for moral support. Okay. All right. Is everybody ready?
Ready as it can be with cat on my lap.
Here we go. All right. In 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Okay. How did everybody do? What did everybody do? And well, I think I was able to get the Etsy shop.
Well, that's good.
Okay, I got into it. I finally found what I was looking for. It was just also being exceedingly slow.
I'm sorry, I just got lost because Apple just launched Apple Books for authors for to make it easier to sell books on their system. Because previously it had been a nightmare, and I hope that this is better. Because
Well, that's interesting.
So
I'm sorry about that, Tamama. I hope you have a good evening. Hope you have better internet soon.
I did get some words done, and
yeah, I just didn't find where I was needing to be. I couldn't remember too. I was like, wait a minute, where was that? Because it had been, almost a week since I've been in it. Blah 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 blah.
ooh. I'm doing
Charlie?
good. I'm trying to I'm trying to find how to cope with a lot of this stuff because previously when I've had depressive bouts, I was very quiet about them, and then I just retreated into my shell, and then I disappeared for extended periods of time, and I don't want to do that this time around. I'm actually doing a lot better because I felt it coming. I saw it like approaching, and yeah. Yeah, I'm doing all right because I've been taking it easy the last couple days, which I'm sure my word count numbers are not going to reflect, but I've been taking it easy the last couple days and just getting myself focused and doing the thing that's hard when my brain gets like this, and that's trying to stay outward focused because everything wants to go inside, shut me down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I debated a lot whether or not to release that video because I didn't and I'm glad I made it because recording that little bit every day, I could hear it creeping into my voice. I could hear it creeping into it was very helpful for me. Like I get when people say like making vlogs is very helpful for the person who makes them. I get that like 100% now because making that I could see what was triggering it. I could see what was causing the problems and figure out some steps to mitigate issues. But yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, good. Good. Well, Eva, that's great that, it's a good thing to do every once in a while. I mean, even my husband, every once in a while, he would take a couple of days off just to catch up with things you have to do.
Well, that's the big fight that I'm in right now because we didn't have our vacation this year because we go to conventions and, no conventions. And so, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Vacations are weird normally, and this year just made them like triply so.
Yeah. I'm wearing my con shirt, my cons t-shirt that I got over the weekend.
I couldn't find any of my Voyager stuff, and I needed to have some of her in my life, so I found one of my Orange is the New Black shirts for Red Stitches.
Oh, okay. This is Necronomicon Tampa. It's got Cholulu. A friend of mine actually, can you see that?
Yep.
It's Cholulu on the computer. Actually, so a friend of mine that she comes to Necronomicon every year, she designed it. So basically, we have a contest every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I may or may not be including.
How's that, Orla?
I may or may not be including characters
Sorry.
based on Cthulhu in an upcoming story.
Very interesting.
There may or may not be Starspawn in one of the books I'm working on.
Stars. I talk about Necronomicon so much, and yet I have not ever read any Lovecraft.
Eventually
I will.
He's a racist, misogynist POS, but
yeah, I know.
The stories are really good.
I finally heard about that. I was like, oh, well, maybe not. But in a way, I kind of...
It's one of those things that, unfortunately, like, especially if you're doing anything in the horror genre, he's so foundational that it's kind of like...
Heard that.
Whatever you want to say about, like, Edgar Rice Burroughs, if you've never read Barzoom, then you don't understand why sci-fi and fantasy are written the way they are. And the same thing true with, like, Doc Cummings if you write sci-fi, especially if you write space opera. No one to this day has written a book that Doc Cummings has not written. Like, he wrote...
Doc Cummings, you said?
Yeah, Doc. Well, Doc Smith is the main person that you want to look up for that. He wrote all of it. Like, he created all the tropes that you know as space opera. He did them first, and it's good to know that, because then you can see the variations that other people have tried, because he really is the prototype. It's like, if you want to write epic fantasy, you need to read Tolkien, because everybody's been riffing on Tolkien one way or another ever since Lord of the Rings.
Decades.
Yeah. And Lovecraft really is kind of a prototype for supernatural horror. And there's no way around that. Like, we wouldn't have a Stephen King without him, or Brian Lumley, or, well, any of the modern... There'd be no modern horror without him.
Yeah. Let me just read this for a little bit, I guess. So I never did. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't think...
a chance to hang out and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's going to take the hubby figuring out a large woodworking project that he wants to do, and then he's going to declare vacation. Because...
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of the words because I'm not getting Heather's channel in trouble. But yeah, that's like I get the spirit, but
okay. No, don't go to sleep bummed.
Oh no, that's one of the things that sets me off, is just like, wear a freaking mask. Just do it. Just do it. I don't understand. It's not that difficult. And there's some really pretty ones. Just get a pretty one.
My husband wants to build shelves.
We're not that far away.
Or the kids' awards and stuff.
He actually did up plans the other day, because we're redoing the back room for my new office, to build bookshelves for back there. And then he realized that to get the lumber and to do all the things that he wants to do to make those bookshelves, it was going to be like $90 a bookshelf to do all the stuff that he wanted to do. And he was just like, I may not be making you those bookshelves. But, I'm going to have to definitely redesign them some. I'm just like, I get it. The whole point of the DIY bookshelves was for them to be cheaper.
Yeah.
What we could get. But he likes to do things fancy.
Oh, okay. He wants to do it fancy, I see. I don't know why I filled with my hair. Anyway. Practice on my office, she says. And then she said, thank you.
Yeah. I don't even know where an IKEA around here is. I mean, I guess you could order offline, but
Yeah, yeah. But I was gonna say, I know somebody who has used she's very creative, this lady I know, and has taken some pallets and she turned one into a shelf. Literally, she hung it on her wall after she just moved some of the slats around.
that's cool. I currently, a couple of the bookcases that I have are old DVD cases because we don't use the DVDs anymore, so we packed up the DVDs, but I still had those shelving units, and they're, because a DVD case and a book is about the same size, they actually work quite well for keeping books on them. So for anybody like me who has some excess DVD shelves, let's just call them a shelf. They had a different name, but I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Rack, I think that's what they call them. Are they?
Oh yeah, yes, DVD racks.
Because we had so many DVDs, it wasn't funny.
I've known people who had some really serious collections.
Well, see, we had an addiction for a while that we couldn't pass a $5 bin at a store without looking through it to see if there might be something in it. Like we were those monsters that would dig all the way to the bottom and often would find like something. So we were getting like one or more a week for a while there. And yeah, we have quite a sizable DVD collection. Good night, Orla.
Good night. Yeah, I can relate to that, and I like yard sales and thrift stores, but
The yard sales around here, we tried that like when we first moved here, but like the stuff that people are willing to get rid of, like there's usually a reason. Like, and so you're like looking at stuff and you're like, but the legs are all wobbly, or oh, it's missing parts of it.
Yeah, or can we fix it, or is it worth fixing?
Yeah, and then they're just like, that'll be $25.
Fixing. Also, then you just talk yourself out of it eventually because, how are we gonna get it home and blah 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 blah.
Well, it's even more obnoxious because it's broken, and you know you're gonna have to like invest into fixing it, and then it's like that'll be $25. Like, no, I get a new one over at Walmart for that. No,
right.
I'll give you $2.15.
Yeah, we do the same thing, CB. Yeah.
That's basically the only time our DVDs come out is when the internet goes down.
Yep.
So we have like the ones that we know.
This afternoon with a kid because our internet went out for about 45 minutes. No, well, maybe more like 30, but still.
They're doing weird things with our phone around here. That for some reason, for the last couple days, if you are on a cell phone trying to call somebody on a landline, it will not ring through, and they can't call you the other way either. Like, I don't know what they did to separate the cell phones from the log line from the landlines, but they will not. You can't call anybody who has the other if you're using the other, which has been really problematic. Because I can't get my mom to use a cell phone.
My hubby likes to watch TV. I don't really watch TV so much anymore, unless it's something really specific. But however, over the weekend I watched a movie.
Ooh, what movie?
Well, it was Wonder Woman, so you know. It's just told really well, and it actually stimulated my imagination a little bit. And
I like that movie.
Inspired me a lot.
I'm such a huge fan of the Enola Holmes movie that just came out. Oh my goodness, it is so good. Millie Bobby Brown is so good in it. Henry Cavill, so good in it.
Oh
It's
yeah.
so I love it. I love it. They've already started work on the second one, so it's apparently
What's the
based
name of it again?
Enola Holmes.
Noah.
And it's one of the plot points. Enola is alone spelled backwards.
Is what?
It's alone spelled backwards.
Oh my gosh.
And it is so good. It's based apparently on a series of books that came out that I did not know existed. And I am probably going to be checking those out if I ever start reading again.
Very interesting.
But it was
Yeah,
thoroughly enjoyable. The cast was amazing. Helena Bonham Carter actually acts in it. Like, I feel like this needs to be the headline. Like, Helena Bonham Carter acts. She's not playing that character that she started playing in the Tim Burton movies all those years ago and like gets typecast to play in every other movie after that. She actually has a character and she acts, and it's amazing. Like, you remember why you loved Helena Bonham Carter. Like, you remember. Like, wow,
yeah.
I love you. That's why. It's really, really good. And the actor that got to play Mycroft is just annoying enough that he's a successful Mycroft, but not so annoying that you want to turn it off. Yes, Mycroft has to be annoying. That's awesome.
Interesting. Interesting. And hi, Paget. I didn't notice you were in here. Hello.
What did you not catch on to? I
Yeah.
see the. Oh, I didn't catch. Yeah. Oh, if you're talking about the Enola Holmes, it is so. If that's what you're talking about, it is so good. It is so good, and it does that thing that got really worrisome for a minute because it's about young characters and there's kind of a love story arc to it because there has to be one, and I'm just like, they're under 18, calm down, and they do, and it works, and it's cute. Like, it's actually like cute kids, like having a cute kid type of relationship with wild madcap adventures. Like, it's so good. If you remember the old Young Indiana Jones show,
yes.
It really reminded me of that, like River Phoenix and the old young the old young Indiana Jones. That's really weird to say, but it's in the Young Indiana Jones series. It reminds me of like the spirit of that, where there's a quest, she's off on the quest, and it is so entertaining, and I loved it.
Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. Well, should we have another sprint in a second? And I can see about getting this listing finished. I did take a couple of pictures. I had taken some pictures a while back of some other things during the day. So these were okay. It might do for now. I can always add more, blah, blah, blah. I can always change the picture.
You can always cheat, like I know a lot of those people do, and load the picture up in Instagram like you're going to share it, but don't share it. Just do it enough that you can use the filters, and then save a copy, and then be like, oh no, I decided against saving it. Yeah. Get all pretty, get your vignette in so it's nice and spotlit. Or if you need to do photo touch-ups, Snapseed is a very good free app.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing about that. Some of these are not the best. I might just wait on the photos until the morning so I can have some natural light in the window.
Eva, I want cocoa now too. I don't know if we have cocoa.
I have cocoa and I have vanilla almond milk, so.
Ooh, I was doing that for a while, but the almond milk around here, like, they weren't mixing it well, and there's a stabilizer that they put in it so that it doesn't separate.
Yeah.
And it was coming out like gloopy, like there was like yeah, there was like slime in it, and it was just because they didn't mix the stabilizer into it, so it stabilized itself.
That doesn't sound very.
It was disgusting, and so I stopped getting almond milk. I miss it though. I miss it so much.
Huh? We must have some. We get some good ones. Well, just of course you can get excited. Why would you not get excited if you have all the things? Especially if you're having some good fall-like weather. Then there you go. You know what my mother used to make is we of course it was just the microwave pour it into into water and nuke it but we used to have cinnamon toast. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
If you want to splurge on the best thing to have in your house, we have a Mr. Cocoa in the house, and it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, it's this little pot that has a magnetic paddle in the bottom of it, and you put your milk and your cocoa in it, and it whips while it heats it up. And then it clicks off, and then you pour it, and it's all like foamy on the top, and it's like it makes a whipped cocoa, and it's so good. And it's not really.
I bet that would work really well, and it probably would blend almond milk really well.
Yes, it's really good.
I like how great almond milk really foams up when you whip it.
Mm-hmm. And we do cold brew coffee, and so we use it to heat our coffee up too. So it's not really a unitasker in our house, but well worth the price.
Are you seeing this? What I have put up here? Yeah.
They're so good. They're so good. Like it when it broke, we didn't know what to do with ourselves because we're like, how do we make hot beverages now? Like like everything but our tea we make using it, and it was just like, what do we do now? We go to Amazon. That's what we do. Because we couldn't find one in town. We went to every store in town, and nobody had one. And we were just like, no. And we went on Amazon, and we found it, and it was wonderful. It used to be, I think, the Paula Deen Cocoa Maker or something like that, and then she fell out of favor, and they just rebranded it. It's the same thing.
Probably smart.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but it's so good. It's so good. And it's got a basket in it that if you want to make it with like actual chocolate, it's like got a basket in it to hold the chocolate up so that it'll melt as it's as the hot liquid's being whipped around it.
Mm-hmm.
It's magic.
Wow. Sounds awfully good.
It is.
I went ahead and put the time on. Shall we do 20?
That works for me.
Everybody? That way. That would be plenty of time to do a couple of things and say goodnight to somebody.
Ooh. Oh.
I
was looking at Phoebe's trick. Yeah.
But I can probably do the same thing with almond milk.
That's a nifty trick. I like it.
Yes. Oh, probably like the smallish carton. Probably she's saying probably not the big ones we have.
Probably.
But the shelf stable ones would probably be a good amount. Good point. Yeah, so that's why I do almond milk, because I can't have soy.
I live in fear of
Still
developing a soy
surviving.
allergy.
Isn't that fun? Soy is in everything. So
Well,
when I was trying to go gluten-free and dairy-free with my kid, and I can't have soy, so that was fun.
well, especially in our house because like we wake up in the morning and often than not for breakfast, we just have a cup of
Oh,
miso for breakfast.
interesting, CD. I'm sorry, what did you have? Miso for breakfast?
Yeah, and that
I remember buying miso often and pan frying it. Yeah. It was interesting at the time because there wasn't as much available then. This was years ago. So, yeah. Anyway.
all I know is that I love. I forgot what I was saying. I have a cat licking my elbow. It's very disconcerting. It's extremely distracting.
Yes, that would be very distracting.
It's hard to focus because I'm just like I'm going to say a word, and then the rough tongue goes bloop. Like it's just because my elbow's too close to her, and she's grooming herself,
And
and then
it's like,
every
and then
now and then,
grooming you.
yeah, then every now
Yeah.
and then I get hit by it, but that is not that's nobody's friend.
And she's like, I love you too. uh,
Yeah, yeah, we looked it up. I was curious what a traditional Japanese breakfast was, and the answer that everything came back with was like a cup of miso and some fish and some Japanese pickles. And we were like, that sounds yummy. And so, yeah, we make Japanese pickles and have them in the fridge constantly now. And it's an oddly filling breakfast because we put a little bit of tofu in it.
not,
But
I'm thinking of something else, not miso that I had. I'm thinking of something else.
yeah, it's oddly filling.
But should we go ahead and do a sprint? Okay, let's do a sprint.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. And
Beep,
then
beep, beep.
okay. What did everybody do? Let me get rid of this for a sec. And let's see. Yeah, I said goodnight to my kid, and then I went into I went to go to Facebook, and Facebook I couldn't get into Facebook, so the pictures I just took I couldn't use.
Oh no.
So I went through a bunch of pictures on my computer to find something that I took last week, I guess, and
Oh.
I put that in. Let's just do a 180 and do something else. So, whatever. Yeah. That's all right. And still, they don't like my picture. 386? Awesome. Myself? Didn't do
So
very
Etsy
much.
doesn't like your picture?
Well, it says listings look best with photos at least 2,000 pixels wide.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I must have to adjust something on my phone. And I think it might have said something like that last week when it was walking me, apparently kind of trying to walk me through my first listing. It said something. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, wait a minute. They had said something last week when I was trying to start this.
Mm.
What does it say? Video. Before you start, adjust your phone and camera settings to record high resolution video. Aim for 1080 or higher. So, do I need to turn on my HD? Which I think
Yeah.
it's on that
Yeah.
always anyway.
HD is 10 is well, it should be 1080 because a lot of people don't consider 720 HD anymore.
I have to look at my settings on my camera. But I thought that's how I had it done.
Eva says that Canva can resize the image for you to get it to the dimensions that they want.
What? Canva? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Which I'm a little miffed at them right now, but I don't know that it's their fault. I don't know whose fault it is, and I'm just kind of done with the whole situation.
Canva. Okay, I have to get my head around that idea.
So
Let me stop that banner. That's distracting me.
I was gonna.
Oh, sorry.
Timers.
Yeah. Oh, right. Because you're a graphic designer, right?
I do too much of that. That is too bright.
No, I understand that. Eva.
It's too bright. I don't like it.
Okay. That's what I was like. As soon as I said it, I was like, is that right? Sorry.
Eva has been, I think, like me, just about everything under the sun at some point.
So have I mean, I did freelance photography back when, we were still using film.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Oh, boy.
I was going to save it to tomorrow, but... What?
But I might do that, Eva, maybe.
If it's all right with you, I'm going to make an announcement on your stream. If that's all right. I'm not going to save it till tomorrow. Can I say something?
What's that?
What I've been working on is I'm going to be launching several new podcasts next week.
Oh.
And I have been doing the graphics and stuff for them. So I'm I'm very excited. It's actually, for anybody who's worried that I'm taking on more work, it's actually going to be the same amount or less. I am offshoring two of the regular features from the podcast that I currently do um into their own podcasts. That way I can actually batch record episodes for them and put them out, and it's not going to be so much of a daily show, because the show that I do now is kind of built around the idea of being topical. So if something comes up, we talk about it. But I'm very excited. And so the first of them goes live next week, and it is going to be all about world building, and it is going to be called Myth Weaving. So,
ooh, that's a great title.
I already have the URL and everything. So yeah, I am very excited. I just finished the graphics for the cover art, and I'm very excited.
You have a request.
Anybody could be a guest on any of the stuff that I do. One of the reasons I'm doing this is I want to start doing more interviews on the main show, and I'm trying to spin off some of the other stuff because I don't want to stop doing it. I just need to make space, if that makes any sense. And I want to start doing interviews. So yeah. Plus, I miss having a co-host. I really do. I've had various co-hosts over the years. And in fact, M has started contributing segments again for the Monday show. So you get to hear M on there, which is awesome, but I miss the actual interactions with her. Have you listened? I thought you listened to my podcast, Staying on Topic. Like that's not.
I've listened to a couple of your podcasts.
No, like the world building ones, because they're so focused and it's something I can talk about a lot. They generally stay on topic, but a lot of the other ones just meander about. So, but I'm so excited because the graphic looks really good, and I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to say it because I've been coy all day.
No.
All day I've just been like, I'm branding things. I'm working on rebranding things. Mm-hmm. It's just like, I want to say it. I want to say it. I want the words to come out.
That's cool. Still thinking about the picture thing.
Yeah, that can be a nuisance. That yeah. Like I feel that.
Yes. Do you have a sneak peek?
I'm probably going to be posting the first image over on Patreon for the logo tonight. Because I'm really excited about it. I think it looks really good. I've been planning this for a while. It's just getting the artwork to look right. And the other secret project that I've been working on is, of course, original music for it. Because I do the intro, all the podcasts that I do, the intro music, those are my songs. So coming up with original tune for it, which I think I have now. So I'm very, very excited.
Awesome. Good for you, Bonnie.
And the other thing that I will be doing for patrons of that, especially once I start bulk recording them, is patrons will get the episodes early.
Agreed.
But
and you're also an impressive human, CV.
Yes, very.
And some people that are just so darn productive.
Yeah, I've kind of slowed down on my writing this month so far. Like, I think I'm under 10. I'm just over 10K for the month so far. I think.
Okay. But
Okay, around 15 for the month so far. But
yeah, so sometimes there we go. Sometimes Bonnie, slow and steady wins the race.
I have to say, I use an app called Just Press Record to capture audio for a lot of different projects that I do. And they've
Okay.
recently added a feature to it that it auto transcribes it to words that wasn't there before. I saw a button. I was like, "What's this do?" And it's like, "Oh, transcript." Like, there's there's what I said,
Oh,
and
wow.
it just does it. So, I don't know what all platforms that's available on because this is the house that Apple built. So, um, so I don't know what all platforms it's on, but the transcription was amazing because they're using some kind of neural network where it's trying to listen for like pauses and stuff to figure out where to put in commas and periods even. So it
Oh,
wasn't just like
cool.
straight text. And
Okay.
so if you're only able to work in short periods of time, I'm actually thinking of trying that to do some story writing, like just blah 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 blah. Oh wow.
And Bonnie has dragon. I've
I
I've never had dragon.
I got into a huge fight with Dragon because it decided to
Um,
randomly skip around in my document when I used it. But again, if you have a Windows computer, that may not be a problem. I still have it installed. I just don't use it anymore because
yes, I have heard about this, about that feature in Word. How do you turn that on? How do you turn that feature on
for the voice dictation,
in Word? Yeah.
I only know for on Mac. So if you don't have a Mac, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't have a Mac, but
Because it's in system preferences.
I need to find this.
I would say to look in your accessibility features.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because I know at least on my Mac, because that's what I use. I use Apple Dictation when I write now, and it's under the accessibilities. You just hit the check mark and turn it on, and then there's a quick key on the keyboard.
I remember that. Yeah, from
And
my Mac that's in my closet because it is so old that I can't get online with it anymore. That was like several years ago. It's been in there. It's been in my closet for several years.
Yeah, the punctuation is not what I have a problem with because I've done dictation off and on long enough. I'm used to saying the punctuation out loud. It was for some reason when I would use Dragon, it would randomly jump to another part of the document and put the last half of the sentence there. Like it was just the cursor would randomly move through the document, dropping words here, there, and yonder, and that's not good. I didn't like that. I'm hopefully they fixed that, or that wasn't a problem on other systems.
Just further right. Wait, oops, jumped. StreamYard jumped. Wait a minute. Same toolbar. Strip as the fonts, just further right. Okay. I need to do that.
Because I haven't used Word since it ate about 96,000 words.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was long enough ago that I can say that I switched over to, I think they were on 1.0.
Let's say again. I'm sorry. Doing too many things at once.
I switched over to Scrivener from there, but I'm not even sure if they were at version 1 when I switched over. Like I switched over a long time ago.
I do like Scrivener for mostly I use it for writing my book and organizing all the things for that. But I've also used it for other things because of the corkboard feature.
The coolest thing about the corkboard feature, and I don't know if this is available on the Windows version because I know not all the features are the same between Windows and PC, but you can use the labels now for like a character, and it will set them up as a timeline going across, so you can actually keep track
A
of them.
timeline.
Yeah, it's one of the features you can set up under View, and I think it's View Labels as Timeline or something like that. It each label becomes a line across the screen, and the cards are then laid out in the order they are in the document across that line over time. It's really neat when you're trying to keep track of certain things, like plot lines and whatnot. I've used that quite a bit. I really like that.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to check some stuff out.
Yep, you can dictate into text edit.
After my stream, because it's probably just too much.
Yeah, that's the other thing is, do not use voice software if you have a laptop on your lap. You will burn yourself. It uses a lot of processing power. Your machine will get very hot. Put something underneath it. Do like I do. Have a little stand.
Somebody gave me an old laptop cooling, it's kind of like a surface, and it's got holes in it, and it folds up.
The laptop stand I have the laptop on right now that I use to work on, it has ridges on it so that the air can flow underneath it.
That's what it's got. And then I also have this old thing that I bought when I was using my Mac, because the Mac would get hot. The old MacBooks from 15 years ago.
And and anytime you use voice to text, it uses a lot of processing power, especially anyone that doesn't offshore it to the cloud, which you can always tell if it does, because if it takes a second for the words to appear, then it's streaming the audio to an offsite, and then the words back down. But
I feel the same way, Eva. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get comfortable using new software.
Okay, as far as the houses go, no, we have not. We have, I think, 6 contenders for who the houses are going to be, because I want to start House Doom Sparkle Pony, and I think Kat is going to be starting the Glitter Bats, and we're all coming up with names right now. We're currently figuring out what the houses are going to be and what mechanism we're going to use to sort people into their houses, or if we're going to let it be free choice. But yeah, we've started. There's a thread in the House Basics tab in their channel in there where people have started naming. I think I'm hoping Laura actually starts the Haunted Video Cassettes, because I kind of secretly want to be a member of the Haunted Video Cassettes. But yeah, we've started like naming. We've started developing names for the houses. So yeah, I want to do a quiz, but that's kind of what we're talking about, because I'm thinking of, I might dust off my programming skills and make a sorting bot, so that there's actually a sorting ceremony that you have to go through, that you message it and it sorts you where you go. But I haven't decided if I'm going to do that or not. But if you're going to use it, Bonnie, you got to install it. You can't know if you like it if you don't install it.
I remember you showing us that. Is that one you were showing us last week or
Still
something?
in the box. But yeah, I'm very excited, because I've volunteered. Once we decide what the houses are, I'm going to make the seals and stuff, because we need to figure out the houses, their colors, and what qualifications people have. But yeah, I'm very excited to get the House Cup started.
Let's do a quiz.
I there's a chance that we might just do a quiz. I kind of want to try to figure out how to do Discord bots on my own, but I don't know if I'm gonna use this as the thing for that or not. She can definitely be a glitter bat if she wants to. I'm very excited about this, and I love that other people seem to be getting very excited about this because it looks like fun. Then I'm tired of like when people say, "What house are you in?" saying I'm a Hufflepuff, because I'm just tired of talking about She Who Shall Not Be Named, and I just love being like, no, I'm a Gloom Sparkle Pony, just because I want to see their faces, you know.
Yeah, I'm still learning Discord, so I'm pretty new to it. Only a few months. So
Nicole, it's a thing. We'll probably need to set up a live thing on Discord so I can show you how to use Apollo. But yeah, I'm definitely chaotic neutral. Like if we're doing our D&D thing.
Oops. Darn, it's Junior's jumping like that. Oh, here we go. Glitter bat merch.
Yes, you could. That's the thing is, I want whoever's the heads of houses to create something that they like, and then yes, because we're going to come up with the house colors, and then people will actually have those colors in the actual Discord chat, so you can see who's what color and whatnot. And yeah, royalty free, I will make artwork for them so that we can have our house crests with our house mottos on them and all that shebang, because I want this to be a thing. I want this to be a thing. I really want this to be a thing. In all of the darkness of my life right now, this is one of the things that's giving me hope. Like, I want to do this. I want this to be a thing.
Hey, you know, make yourself happy. You probably can't see my hand. I was trying to go like this. Make yourself happy. Right?
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
49. Okay, then could have a house.
It could be a thing. Because honestly, like, this is one of the few things that, like, there are a lot of things that we do on the Discord that I want to like take off and just become a thing outside the Discord. And this is one of those. Like, I will not be upset if I find out other people are using the houses. Like, no, I want this to be a thing. I want us to create our houses. I want this. I want this so much. No idea. No idea. I like that. The book's next.
Excuse me.
Book's next.
Next.
I like that. That actually makes me think of, you know, those worms from Beetlejuice, but their head's more like a book. But like
more like a what?
More of a book. Like it's more like a hammerhead version of that. So their head looks like a book instead of, you know, the serpent. We could definitely do that. We need to put that on the list. If that's not on the list, we need to get that on the list, because if you want to be the head of House Books Next, I love that.
I need to do that. I meant to click on that. We need a sorting party.
That's the idea. Once we figure out the houses and everything, yeah, it's definitely going to be a thing.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's cute.
You know, during a certain stream in November, that could actually be the sorting party. Just saying. For those who know the super secret planning that's going on for a certain stream in November, which I think I let Heather in on. And if I didn't, after the stream is no longer live, I will let you in on it, because I think I said something to you, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what that is. I know one thing I'm doing in November. I'm going to have. Wait, am I on her stream or is she on my stream? I arranged something today and I'm like, wait a minute, I had to stop and think. But I think I will be. No, she's hopping, so she'll be on my stream. Excuse me. Lauren Sevier is going to be on my stream in November because her book is coming out, and I was an art creator, so
That's awesome.
Looking forward to that. That was very good, actually. It was very, very, very well written. I really enjoyed reading it. Songs of Autumn.
That's a really good name for a book.
It was a great title, I thought.
That's a really good name for
And
a
it
book.
was very nicely done.
So I think Kat's voting that should be part of the super secret stream. All right. That's probably going to be a thing. So now we have an end date for when we have to have all this figured out by. We have a deadline, people.
Deadline. I am still learning Discord too, CB. I am, and we were talking earlier about an old dog learning new tricks. Yeah, I'm learning Discord. I'm 50 years old and I'm learning Discord.
To me, the easiest way to think about Discord is if you used to do IRC servers, it's a lot like the old IRC chats in so many ways. It's like if IRC and Twitter had a baby. Like, it seems to be that's how my oldie brain puts it all together. But
okay.
You had to be a real geeky nerd on the early internet to do the IRC chats. But yeah. Now you know how I spent my misspent youth. Everybody else was on AIM and ICQ, and I was over in the IRCs.
I think a friend of mine was on that. That sounds really familiar.
AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay. We're talking probably early 90s, probably?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
And Nikki, I would love to, but I am not making promises to do any reading for anybody because one, my TBR is long and not moving, like completely at a standstill. Like I'm just not taking the time to read right now. And I promised to do some sensitivity reading for somebody and I didn't get around to it because I'm an evil, bad person. And so, yeah, I'm not agreed to read stuff right now because,
StreamYard jumped all of a sudden. I'm not sure, Nikki. Let me think about it. I have to look. I also have some other things that I'm doing right now that I have to wrap up. So I'm trying to tie up some loose ends this week that I need to finish a few things. Let me think on that. But I might. I might need a week or two to finish up a few things that I'm doing right now. I'm in the middle of. Ventrilo.
I remember Ventrilo and Mumble. Yeah.
I never used Skype. I don't know why.
Because Microsoft bought it and then did everything they could to bury it. That's why everybody uses Zoom now. Like this should have been Skype's time to shine, but
yeah. Although this computer came with Skype, we got it about 5 years ago, approximately.
See, that was when the hubby and I first moved in together in 97.
So
we pooled our money and bought a Pentium computer because they were all the rage back then. And Like, what are we going to do with all this processing power? It's a Pentium. And yeah, and we got internet. And yeah, my life has never been the same. Mainly because I immediately learned how to write HTML and JavaScript, and then that was my life for years. Oh yeah, Yahoo Messenger was so much fun until it wasn't.
Yeah. It's been a while. And then there were Yahoo groups, and I know they're still around, but
I think I still
Yahoo groups
technically
were
have one
popular
of those.
back
I haven't signed into my
20 years ago.
Yahoo account in so
Plus,
long. I wonder if I still have a Yahoo account. I don't even remember what my exactly, even the day everything changed. Yeah.
you want to do? Okay, maybe, probably. Just give me a little time. Wrap up a few things.
I'm just saying, until I get to a point where I'm actually able to read the books that I want to for fun, I'm not gonna I'm just not reading right now. I want to. I have several books that I'm very excited about, and nothing.
Okay. So 2003.
The end. The early. I just wish that there was a good archive of all that early stuff. Like, I would love to have access to my old GeoCities site from back in the day. Like, I'm sure there's nothing that I'd care about if I actually got to see it, but I don't remember what I had up there. I just remember having it. But yeah, them early wild days of the internet when nobody knew what to prefer.
Yeah.
MySpace, man.
I probably still have a Yahoo address, but I imagine it's so full because I haven't looked at it in like.
I was just thinking about
probably at least.
Oh, I just imagine how much spam is in that account right now because I can't even remember the last time I checked my Yahoo. Like,
Me either.
Honestly, I don't even know if I remember what my username was, much less my password. Like, because that was all like I'm gonna be a writer, so everything's gonna have my writer name.
Yeah. When I do everything with my book, it will be actually written under. Pettit won't be attached to it, so it'll be Heather Lynn Dewey.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. That flows really well.
That's my real name. That's not my real name, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My maiden name, my full maiden name. So, and I always said that I would use that. Oh, jumped again.
I never lost.
Once I
never lost my maiden name because the hubby, when we got married, took my name.
Oh, okay. I know some people who did similar things.
We had lots of discussions as to whether we just pick a new name and both change our names, or do hyphenate it, or like combine it, or we had lots of discussions.
I was in the middle of starting my career when we got married, so I have things that were published under a variety of names. Holy cow!
Well, see, my writing career was actually what won the day, because there was this whole I remember him saying, if you ever actually get known for this stuff and we have kids, it would benefit them to have that name. Which I don't know if we'll ever have kids. I want kids, but I don't know if that'll ever be in the cards because we have to move first.
Because of your town?
It is technically, it is illegal for same-sex couples to have children in our state. It is rarely enforced, but we would have to adopt, and so adoptions are automatically not allowed here. So
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because every attempt to change it went wrong, and now I'd have to go in person. Oh, so you'd never push under it? Okay. Oh, that's terrible.
That
Nikki.
is horrible.
Jeez.
I see you, Eva. I see you. No, I tell everybody we're probably going to end up in New York State eventually, or somewhere in New England. Most of the hubby's family is up around there, and I have family up around there, and most of our friends are up around there. So that's probably eventually where we'll end up, somewhere up that ways. I personally would like to live in Rhode Island because I think it's gorgeous, but it's filled with Rhode Islanders.
I'm gonna look something up, but I won't use my laptop. Yeah. Let's see if I can find something out real quick. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna look something up.
So I'm just going to give you the warning, CB. I was not looking for a relationship. The last thing I wanted in my life was a relationship. And then I found one. So it's good to have plans. It's good to have goals, but you never know when you're going to accidentally wander into a Jane Austen novel that had been rewritten by Edgar Allan Poe. I think that's the best way to describe our early years together. Because I definitely was not looking for a relationship. I was happy in a polyam clump and not looking for anything special at all. And yeah, Nikki, yeah, things are messed up around here. Like, I didn't go out much before the pandemic, and that just was fine. I now have a very good excuse not to go anywhere.
Just looking something up real quick. Thing I was thinking about earlier. Let's see if I could find that.
CB, I definitely feel.
Wait, what? For the first time, scientists successfully extract DNA from insects embedded in tree resin.
Oh no! This is 2020. We do not need Jurassic World. No. Leave the coffins closed. Leave the mummies where they are. Leave the coffins closed and stop trying to make Jurassic World.
Seriously.
2020's messed up enough. No.
Oh,
goodness sakes.
Hey, that's awesome. There are a local trampoline place is doing in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A 60-minute jump for free.
But CB, as far as not socializing enough, I've always been a wallflower, and I've always been the homebody. And a friend of mine decided to throw a Vampire the Masquerade LARP. And because they were a friend of mine, I decided to go. And that's how I met the person that I've been with for the last 23 years. So
Uh-huh.
you never know. Weird random events should happen. And I hated him when we first met. So again, you never know.
You know what's weird is I don't know if this has anything to do with the shirt I have on, but Zvaha, you know, that the company that makes themed shirts and dresses and stuff, they've got this Cholulu backpack right now that's showing. It's reading. Everything's all green. I'm like,
That's funny.
what? Oh God, you know, that's really strange and weird and kind of frightening.
Paget, that is a
Interesting.
that is a
Cool.
fun
The My
quote.
Writers Association is having a conference. Okay, I can't find the thing I'm looking for that I saw this morning.
That is a fun quote, Paget. And I just have to say, I don't know what mine was because I was excised from my senior yearbook. There, you can see the tip of my elbow in one picture. They removed every trace that I had gone to the school that year from the yearbook, which is really fun to do because I was president of the German club that year at school. And so the picture of the German club has this weird like cutout in the middle, and you can slightly see my elbow poking out from it. But yeah, I was completely excised from my senior yearbook. I'm not in it at all.
What? Oh, here it is.
My senior year of high school is a
That's
story.
the word I'm looking for. I found it. Okay. Today is World Cerebral Palsy Day.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool. Well,
that's what it was. I know. The thing is, I know lots of families who've been affected by cerebral palsy. So that's why I went to look for a green shirt this morning, but nothing really jumped out at me. And I kind of wanted to wear this. It's green. It's got green on it. Today is World Cerebral Palsy Day. Wear green for those who have cerebral palsy. Done.
Okay, Kat. Yes. That is a very good way to understand me. When a Jane Austen novel and an Edgar Allan Poe poem love each other very much, you get a Charlie. Yes. That I might have to put that on some merch. I love that. That might be my new tagline. I'm writing that down.
CB, I completely understand, and you know, I completely understand.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you never know. The thing is, you never know. I mean, I didn't get married until I was over 30, for many reasons. Which I'm not going to go into at the moment, but let me just say that I can relate. But anyway, how much longer do we want to go? By the way, I wanted to ask, because oh, by the way, we've been married for
2.5 hours, just about. If I'm reading that right.
But my husband and I have been CB. My husband and I have been married for 18 years, and we've been together for 20.
Which isn't that just the weirdest sensation in the world when you realize?
Oh my God!
Yeah,
we met August 1st, 20 years ago.
Because we had that a couple years ago on our anniversary when we realized we had actually been together longer than we had lived before we met each other. Like we've spent a greater percentage of our life together
Oh,
than we
wow.
did apart now.
Okay, that's cool. However, we probably met, but we don't remember meeting.
Oh yeah, the hubby and I met 3
So that's
times
a thing.
before we met, but we don't count those. We don't count those at all. They're fun
Yeah.
stories to tell at cocktail hours, but no, those don't count.
Yeah, when we tell people that we probably talked to each other on the phone at least, because we were both working for the same company at the same time.
Oh no, I wish it was something that
Yeah,
like
it's really weird. And we're like, we rack our brains. I don't think we met. No, I don't think we met. We keep talking about it every once in a while. It's like, I don't remember. We had to have, though. It's just strange.
yeah.
It is almost 9:15.
But I'm up for just about anything. Like if you want to call it, I'm good because I have stuff I have stuff that I want to be doing whether or not I am on a stream. So
I think I have things to do before I start doing any more listing. I have photography things to take care of. Apparently, figure out settings on my phone and blah 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 blah. Yeah. I have things to do.
Let's see if
I
that's your
guess I'll have to
plan.
do in the morning.
CB, if that's your plan, Laura Nettles has been researching Victorian courtship for a story she's working on. So I know she talked about it some in her live stream last night, but she's quickly becoming a.
That was interesting.
This is true, Kat.
Who's Vince and Linda McMahon?
The WWE.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I love you, but you don't do that on my leg. Yeah, lady.
She licking you again?
Yes.
She's grooming you too. Love
Yes.
you. That's right. We had a cat and a dog who would clean each other when I was young. They own WWE. Oh, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying.
No. I love you. I'll pick you up and show you off to people again. Other people will validate your existence.
Man, I was hot earlier, but now I'm chilly because we have the air conditioner on.
I'm going to get other people to validate your existence. Look, it's a cute cat. Yeah. See, I told you I was going to do it. Yeah. She doesn't know what to do now because I picked her up and put her back down.
One benefit I have realized about Discord is that you can have all your things in one place. And here's this, that, and the other. And yeah, I can see that. Link all the things and yeah. When I really started playing around with it and having to use it for my con, I really saw a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah, I hadn't really used it much until earlier this year, and the ship that I'm on for Starfleet International, they decided to set up a Discord so that because people couldn't go to meetings because they couldn't have meetings. Have a great night, Bonnie.
Bye.
And so we started using Discord for that, and that's really when I started playing around with it a bit more. Like, I knew it existed prior to that, but like their "we don't know what we do anymore" video says, I thought it was a gaming thing.
I guess that's how it got started.
Yep. Oh, there's a really cute video that they put out.
I've heard of it in the last few months. Sorry, go ahead.
They put up a really cute video not that long ago where they're like, "Hi, we're Discord. We don't know what we are anymore." And it goes on about how like they started as a gaming community, but everybody's been using them to make all these wonderful other kinds of things. And we're not going to leave our gamers behind, but we've realized, thanks to you, that we can be so much more. And it's just like the cutest video of like, yeah, we don't know what our business is anymore, but we're going to try to help y'all.
But we're here for you. Let's
we're
see
here.
what we can do, maybe, I guess. Whoops, I'm knocking things over.
It was so cute.
Well, I will do some playing tomorrow and prepare for Thursday night. I will do some playing. I will do some photography, apparently, tomorrow. And maybe do some stamping. Oh, before I go, I did do some stamping recently, and I was coloring. I just kind of took my time and over the course of a few nights, I colored in a stamped image that you might like.
Ooh, that's really pretty.
Thank you. So I'll cut it down and put it on the front of the card. Thank you. So, thought you'd get a kick out of that. So, yes, I will be doing some photography tomorrow, and see if I can get some more done. Yeah, as well as other things I have to do.
Oh, I know I know that feeling. All the irons are in the fire, and they're all starting to glow, and I don't have enough hammers or anvils for them.
Yep, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah, feeling all too well.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, then we can sort of wrap it up. Would you like to do your outro? Are you ready for that?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie. I am apparently going to be doing a bunch of podcasts. I also stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 I'm trying to get better at saying it on Eastern time because everybody works on Eastern time. At 5 Eastern, 4 Central. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. We do all kinds of stuff. Over there, I'm trying to figure out what kinds of videos that I'm going to be doing for the channel. So if you have suggestions, send them to me. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'm always looking for suggestions. But follow me over there. You can find links to everything that I do over at projectshadow.com.
Cool. And my name is Heather Dewey Pettit. And so again, I'm a writer, editor, and artist. Ooh, I did not say sometime. See, I think I've broken that habit. Anyway, let's see. I am working on my first book. I'm also an editor. I'm a freelance editor that specializes in copy editing and proofreading, as well as some other services. But anyway, including sensitivity reading. As an artist, I'm trying to start my first Etsy shop. So, yes, that is coming eventually. Eventually. I don't know about the end of the week. We'll see. So that might have to be next week. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Yes, I do stream Tuesday and Thursday nights. I go live about 6:45 and we end somewhere about 9. And no, thank you so much, Charlie, for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody in the chat for watching. Thank you to anybody watching replay. And that should do it, I think. Everybody have a great evening, etc.
Have it fun.
Bye.
Have fun storming the
Everybody.
castle. It was the way I did the wave. I suddenly had that. I saw Miracle Max. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that struck me funny. Okay. Bye.
Bye.